It's Madden NFL 23. And here's the big artist himself, Trayvon Diggs.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. The 6'3" QB from Central Michigan leading him out there, and that's Cooper Rush.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Throwing right away is Rush. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to circle this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Rush. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better. He proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro, who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him a Super Bowl champion, and boy, did he embrace the Rams offense from the start, with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. On third down, here's a run by Akers. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 43 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now a give, right side. Rivers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner multiple times in All-Pro in there and dropping for a loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rush got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. To throw is Rush. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A final shot before the break. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Allen Robinson. As time expires in the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead on the final play of the half. offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always in a...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So here are the Rams to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Now Akers to start the third quarter. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL.
And he loses the football the second time. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Following the fumble recovery, rush. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Rams now coming out on the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stafford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's Rush to throw. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. On second down, Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Rush. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here, so the lead will remain at 6 points.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this one. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Troy Hill picks it.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Going right back to Akers.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Stafford. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And Gay knocks this one through. High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Cowboys down by 9. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Rush. They'll set up. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. Pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Stafford going to throw it. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now it's Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rush. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to line up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Throwing here, Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. With a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, and do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now Rush. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Rush. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Los Angeles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.